you're going to the NFL, obviously, as arguably a top 5 pick. I see it that way. What do you consider to be your biggest asset? What should we look forward to most from you on the next level?
On the next level, you should look for my relentless motor. You know, just a guy that's going to make plays for you and going to get everybody lined up and bring great leadership to the team, because there's a lot of grown men out there, and I got to go in and show them that I'm ready to win a championship.
A 4'4", 240. Are you sure you are playing the right position?
I know, man. I used to play running back.
How are your hands?
Yeah,
you carry the ball?
No surprise on that.
I used to carry the ball in high school. I had a lot of touchdowns, so, I mean, it was an easy transition to go play linebacker.
But why the switch?
Because I felt like I could have a longer career hitting people than getting hit.
That's smart, but what about the way linebackers are paid nowadays compared to the way some other positions are paid?
I'm going to tell you, C.J. Mosley just
Yeah,
did
that's right.
something
He
for
just
me.
cashed in.
He just did something. So think about it in 4 to 5 years when the market change again, and hopefully, you know, if the Lord say the same, I have a great career and I could be in that position.
We were talking off camera before the segment started about, you were mentioning how the linebacker position has changed, but that all the good contending teams had, you know, middle linebackers who were real, right?
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts about the way the position has changed?
Well, I feel like the game has changed, so I feel like the game is more versatile now. Like, they getting a lot of people, you know, into the offensive schemes where there's tight ends, running backs out wide, and now you got to have a linebacker who not can just be a downhill thumper, but who can cover guys, who can run sideline to sideline, and I feel like that's where I come into play. You know, I'm that new age linebacker who can do all the things and just show off my versatility.
In 4.42 seconds.
You talk about new age, but obviously any NFL player, anybody that's coming into the NFL, they have somebody they want to emulate. They have somebody that they look at and they say, that's the kind of player I want to be. That's the kind of player I think I would be if I were on the next level. You're about to go to the next level. Who's that player for you?
Well, my former guy is Patrick Willis, hands down. He played the game the right way. He did everything right in San Fran. I actually got the chance to reach out to him. I got his number. I haven't called him yet. So you'll see a lot of similarities in my game and his game.
That's a great one. Great example. Just talking to you, I'm going to be honest with you in the commercial break, and we have a lot of people come through. I'm really impressed because I feel like you have this old school mentality, like this hunter mindset, but also at the same time, I can tell you're really focused, like you're not caught up in the hype. Where did that come from? Where you grew up?
Yeah, I grew up in a small town, really 3 towns, Spring Hill, Cullen, and Cotton Valley, Louisiana. We don't really have much, you know, it's a lot of woods, a lot of hunting and riding horses and stuff. So I just always been just a laid-back person, and I take advantage of all my opportunities, and that's where I really feed myself off of.
Did you really ride horses like on LSU, on the campus?
I rode horses on the campus and I rode in the stadium, and if you know LSU, you know they don't play about that stadium.
Wait, I need to just see this. Okay, can we just take a moment? Look at you. What is that, a trot? I don't know anything about
it's called a gate. So right now, that's a rat.
Look at you on the, and whose horse is that?
That's my horse.
It's a beautiful
that's
horse.
Daisy May.
Oh my gosh,
yeah, that's Daisy May.
Only dude rides horses goes slower when he's on the horse than when he's on foot.
Right?
Yeah, I got some videos that I ain't posted going by 30 miles per hour. See, we can't post that because LSU would have been mad at me.
But that's what I'm talking about. It's like you don't need the bright lights.
Yeah, see,
right?
I'm not always for the social media, you know. I just like to live, you know, just a good life.
It's refreshing, and I love that.
Obviously, this goes for almost any top draft pick. You're going to join a bad team. I mean, that's why they're getting to pick as high as they are and getting a guy like you, most likely, if you go in the top 5 or 6, whatever it is. They got him to the Giants already. What kind of an impact do you think a linebacker in today's game can have in terms of turning the fortunes of a team around?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I told a general manager yesterday that the season is going to be 0-0. Nobody going to have wins, nobody going to have losses. So we got a time to come in and refresh everything. But as far as a linebacker, he got the total impact on the game. He's the quarterback of the defense. You know, he get everybody lined up. He bring leadership. And with me being so young and having so much energy, other guys can feed off me. And I think that's going to be so valuable with me going into an NFL to a Cyrus team, so you say, because whatever team I go to, they're going to be 0-0, and we're going to.
So they're going to 1-0.
Yeah, we're going to go 1-0 the first game. Then you're going to say we're good, and we're going to keep that trend, and we're going to keep winning.
What's the preference? I mean, you've got 4-3 defense, you got 3-4 defense. What preference is it that you would like to be in? What kind of team, defensive scheme, whatever the case may be?
Just put me on the field. It can be a 4-3, 3-4.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm going to go out there and I'm going to make plays. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to learn that scheme to the best of my ability, because I want to be a guy who calling out plays like Luke Kuechly. I want to be a guy who get into the ball, who letting all the other players on the defense know, like, this what's about to go on, and I know it because I studied it. You know, a guy that everybody can lean on. So you can put me anywhere, and I'm going to make plays, and I'm going to be a leader.
Do you have a preference in terms of, obviously, you're going to be well against the run. You want to get at the quarterback. You want to drop back in coverage. I mean, you seem like you just want to be, you want to have the license to just go out and hit people. If you dropping back in the coverage, that ain't going to work, okay? So what I'm asking you, what preference do you have in that regard? Because clearly that's what you want to do.
That's a great question. I want to be a guy who can hold receivers, who can hold tight ends, who can hold running backs, who can blitz inside and outside, and who can run sideline to sideline, and who can go downhill and be a thumper. Because that lets you know I'm a versatile guy. I want to be able to display all that, because at the end of the day, that's going to help me help my team win.
You know, there's some players, when they come out of college, listening to you talk, I understand what Molly's talking about. When I heard Saquon Barkley at his Giants introductory press conference, he sounded like a quarterback. He sounded like a franchise quarterback. And you mentioned that the middle linebacker, at least, is like the quarterback of the defense. You are talking right now, carrying yourself as though we're talking to a young quarterback. Yeah. Is that how you perceive yourself, as a franchise, a face of a franchise kind of guy?
Yeah, and I do, and that's the #1 reason why I feel like I should go as high as I should go, because I'm very, very valuable to a team, you know, and like you just said it. I mean, you spoke my thoughts for me just then, so thank you.